What's up, YouTube? Happy Tuesday. I'm out and about, just enjoying my day here today. But I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys about lead financing. I've been getting a lot of interested people reaching out to me, mainly because I've been marketing our lead financing privilege that we have with Senior Life Insurance Company. But before I get into that, let me share with you guys, especially the new agents that are getting into our space, how our business works. If you're in the business of buying leads and working those leads to make your sales, then this applies to you. Most insurance agents, because they're independent 1099 agents, well, they're buying their own leads. So they call companies like mine or other marketing firms that specialize in lead generation, and they basically pay at that moment in time for the leads that they want. So if they want 50 live transfers, they pay up front for those 50 live transfers, and then they sit back and receive those calls in the time frame that they're paying for. If an agent wants to do a direct mail piece, in most cases the agent has to pay to send off each one of those mail, and that has a cost. The agent has to pay for those costs before any of those pieces of mail is shipped on behalf of that agent. If an agent calls a company that's doing Facebook advertisement, same thing will happen. The agent will pay that company for 30, 40 Facebook leads, and they'll prepay before they start receiving those benefits. Most cases, that's how it works for the majority of insurance agents that are paying for their leads. Weekly, monthly, however they do it, they're paying for it. And you know, this right here is normal business. I've had to pay for my leads over all these years. On top of this, we've done our own lead generation because it's an absolute necessity. But what's never changed is that you got to pay up front for those leads. That simple process makes it so a lot of insurance agents, even agents that have been in the business for some years, struggle with their marketing costs and managing those costs. That right there. And trust me when I tell you this, I work with all types of insurance agents and agencies that are not a part of my group. So I get to see exactly how they operate. And the majority of agents, unfortunately, don't have a lead budget, monthly lead budget. They don't have that. In most cases, they're making an initial order with their hopes and dreams. They're making that order that first time, and the rest is history. But you know what? A lot of agents don't have the immediate capital to invest in 1 month's worth of leads, not to mention 1 week. So what good is it if you're that agent that you represent a handful of insurance companies? What good is it to have all these carriers and have the highest compensation if you can't launch off? because you don't have the money to pay up front to get started. Some would tell you, hey, well, make a list of friends and family, knock in your neighborhood, cold call people. That's a way to generate some interest with no cost. And the idea is if you turn a profit, then you can invest in leads. That's one way to do it. But in 20 years, I have rarely seen agents that are eager, right, to cold call or eager to cold knock or any of that. Lead financing, ladies and gentlemen, that might be a good fit for you if you're in that category. If you're limited on capital, you don't have a month's worth of leads to get going, then lead financing might be a good way for you to get started. Now, it doesn't mean that leads are free. It's just creating a financing, a bridge to allow you to kick off. So instead of you having to come out of pocket like everybody else, you're able to offset that immediate charge by charging your account, and you're buying a week at a time. So if you start on a Monday, you don't have to come out of pocket. We would charge your account at Senior Life Insurance Company, and whatever you make in sales that week, Senior Life would collect that commission on your behalf. And by the end of the week, you've paid off your leads. But it won't stop the amount of inbounds that you're receiving, giving you the leads that you need and the momentum you need to keep building. Because the biggest killer of momentum is the stop and go, where you buy a set of leads, but then you can't afford to keep going because you're waiting to get paid. This way it allows you to get past that first week, second week, third week. And yes, you're paying for leads, but the way you're managing that cost allows you the ability to just focus on selling. When I started, I had lead financing, and I'm happy that I had that because I didn't have to worry about writing a check every week or wondering if my payment cleared and wondering if I would have leads the next week. Never worried about that because I knew that as long as I was out there being active, making presentations, I would make my commissions and everything would work out, and it always did. Lead financing is not for everybody. But if you find yourself in a situation where you have the desire to work, you want to win, then consider our lead financing privilege that we've arranged with Senior Life Insurance Company. So what you'll do is you'll sign an agreement stating that we'll deliver the leads and you give permission to Senior Life to collect on your commission charges for your leads. And we'll make sure that every single day yourself as well as your agents have the lead supply that you guys require every single day. Now, the only catch is that this lead financing privilege is not designed for brokers. So you got to be exclusive with Senior Life. Because unfortunately what happens is sometimes you get agents that represent other carriers, and instead of sending the business to Senior Life, they might send it somewhere else because they're maybe getting paid more or for whatever reason, and then we do not collect on our charges. So you must be exclusive with Senior Life. But if you'll notice, Senior Life offers a variety of products from guaranteed issue to your cheapest rate in America. So again, what good is it to have a bunch of carriers high comp if you can't write business and enough business to make a living? You're fooling yourself. Call me up if the lead financing makes sense to you, and I'll hook you up and I'll set you up with a sweet contract. Peace.